Hello everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. I'm your host, Kitsap Sun reporter Josh Farley, and as usual, I've got 5 things that you just gotta know about happening in your town this week. Hello and welcome again to this week's Beat Blast, brought to you by the Admiral Theater. Story number 1 on our list this week is that Ladies' Night Out happens to be this Thursday. This is the brainchild of Sheila Roberts, a local author who lives in the Harborside condos and wanted to create a little more magic here around Bremerton. She's organized a night for women to go all over this place. Lots of free stuff's going to be given out. I talked to Sheila about why this event is very exciting to her in its second year.
It's kind of like trick-or-treating for grown-ups. We're going to send you to the different shops. We'll have a map listing what everyone's doing and offering, and you can collect all kinds of fun things and check it out.
And what about going back and forth between Manette and downtown? How's that going?
Oh yes, we've got that so covered. We've got shuttles that will be making the loop from a little before 5 o'clock until a little after 8, I think until about 8:30.
Story number 2. Many of you might have seen in your Kitsap Sun on Monday a story about Michael Bartlett. Bartlett was killed almost 4 years ago in a motorcycle crash. His longtime girlfriend, Candiya Mann, instead of pushing away motorcycles, actually embraced the sport and now goes on a ride once a month in honor of her boyfriend. But one thing I didn't get to tell you about in this story is that they actually made a bench for him right here at Bachmann Park. Definitely wanted to show you this bench, and I wanted to give you a chance to hear from Candiya about why they installed it in the first place.
We used to come down here all the time. We'd walk down in the evenings, and so I think he would love it. I think it would be get a good thumbs up from him. I hope that it's a wonderful contribution to the community as well, that the community comes down here and enjoys the beautiful view at Bachmann Park from this bench.
Story number 3 is about another up-and-coming author here in Bremerton. His name is Chris Cornelis, and he has quite the talent. Chris actually worked at the Kitsap Sun for a time, worked at Seattle Weekly, and he's freelanced for papers as far and wide as the Wall Street Journal. His new book is called Rocking Fatherhood and is about how new dads can both raise their children and also maintain a semblance of a normal life. I spoke with Chris about what he hopes to accomplish with the book and his future here in Bremerton.
I just hope that men and women read the book and realize, okay, it's going to be okay. We don't really have to overly stress and worry about this, and we can just enjoy our new baby and feel good about doing the things that we feel like we want to do as a family rather than the things that people tell us we should do or that we glean from the latest study. We want to talk about the lifestyle I wanted to live. We wanted to live the Bremerton lifestyle. How could you ask for anything better? And so I'm trying to make a living, support the family by living where we want to live and doing the things we want to do, and that's Bremerton.
Story number 4 is you might have seen that the trees are coming down on Gregory Way near Naval Avenue. These are 4 towering white pines. They're more than 100 feet tall. They are being chopped down this week by a crew from Emmel's Tree Service. The tree committee, as well as Bremerton Mayor Patty Lent, decided that the trees needed to come down after they fell on a man's house and went through his roof during a recent winter storm. And finally, story number 5 on our list this week is I'm very excited to tell you we have another story walk coming up, this time at Marine NAD Park. If you've never been to the park, it's really cool. Beautiful views of Ostrich Bay, as well as some neat hikes where you can actually explore some old Navy bunkers that were a part of the Navy's Naval Ammunition Depot. We're also going to explore a bit of a controversy that happened lately when the Navy closed a gate between Jackson Park Naval Housing and the park itself. So I hope you can make it. It's at 1 on Saturday. Parking will be limited. Please walk, bike, do whatever you can, carpool to get there so we don't create a huge traffic jam on the northern end of Shorewood Drive. But I sure hope to see you there. That's going to do it for this edition of the Bremerton Beat Blast. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again next Tuesday.